I believe that everybody has a story to tell, and I would like to help you tell yours. So, let's begin. Hi, my name is Joe Kelly, and I want to thank you for checking out this video and welcome you officially to my channel.
Which Joe Kelly are you? Be specific.
Well, I'm me. I'm Joe Kelly.
Dodger pitcher Joe Kelly?
No, I'm not the pitcher. No.
Are you this Joe Kelly?
No, that Joe Kelly is a politician from New Zealand, I think. I'm a writer.
Oh, you're this Joe Kelly. Oh, I love Ted Lasso.
No,
And How I Met Your Mother.
No, I'm not.
Oh, so funny.
I'm not that Joe Kelly, the writer. That's a different guy. He's very cool. I've actually met him. He's really sweet. How many Joe Kellys are there?
There's at least one lame one.
Oh, shut up. Okay, I am the Joe Kelly who wrote this and this and this and a ton of other comics, video games, cartoons. I also co-founded this company with these guys. We made this and this and this and this and this and this and a bunch of other stuff. I also sculpted this, drew this, I built this, crocheted this, photographed this, designed, 3D printed and painted this, and dropped this fat beat. So yeah, I'm that Joe Kelly. I've been lucky enough to make a living as a creative professional for more than half of my life. But I would say that I was an artist well before anybody ever paid me for it. In that time, I learned quite a bit about creativity, writing, persistence, technique, structure, procrastination, depression, anxiety, and then euphoria when you finally get something done. I kind of know how to survive that art life. This channel is meant to be a place where I can share all the stuff that I've learned over the course of my creative journey, the things I did right, the things I did wrong, so much wrong. But despite all that pain, here I am decades later, making a living doing the thing that I love and doing the thing that I love even when I'm not getting paid for it. All those things that I showed you before, nobody cares. I show them to my family and they're like, oh, that's nice, you 3D printed a thing. They don't care. I care because for me, that's creativity. I spend my time making. But that's me. What about you? We live in a world that's literally engineered to tell you that you're crazy if you want to be creative, if you aspire to break the norms and forge your own path. So how do we stand up to all that pressure? I've met so many people with a passion to express themselves creatively who just don't because they don't think they're good enough, or they don't know how to start, or they just find themselves lost with too many ideas. If you're watching this, I'm gonna bet that you've had some of this negative self-talking in your head as well.
You suck at painting. Why bother? You don't know grammar. You can't write. Aunt Myrna says you have 2 left feet. You should never try dancing.
Myrna. So many of us get hung up on the opinions of other people, on wondering whether or not our creativity is going to lead to money or success or fame, that we talk ourselves out of starting before we've taken a first step. All of those boxes that people check off for success, the American dream, a house and 2 cars in the garage, whatever, that stuff can't apply to your creative life. Whether or not people find your work, whether or not you're an overnight success, whether or not somebody pays you. These things are 99.9% out of your control, so you cannot fixate on them. This video specifically is about the beginning of your creative journey, how to get past all of that negative self-talk and just make stuff for the sake of making stuff. Step 1 is to toss all of that crap aside. Forget about money, forget about fame, forget about an audience. Just think about your art and embrace this one thought. this one simple thought. Creation is a choice. And whenever I choose to create, I am an artist. Now, you might think that I'm oversimplifying this, that this is some kind of like woo-woo bull. Just say I'm an artist and I'm an artist. And I hear you on that. It isn't that easy in the long run. A creative life is a marathon, it's not a sprint. But step one is just acknowledging that creation for the sake of creation is a good thing, and you are allowed to do it. Every day, the artists who you admire, doesn't matter their media, doesn't matter how successful or famous they are, any creator you know wakes up and they choose a creative life, period. They make that choice, and that simple act of choosing is what defines them. You can do the same thing. We're at the starting block. The gun is about to go off, and our marathon is about to begin. We're looking at that blank page or that blank canvas or that empty timeline, and we're on the edge, we're on the precipice of starting, and that voice, that stupid goddamn voice, kicks in.
Who do you think you are? You're not creative. You shouldn't be doing this nonsense. Get a job.
And we need a way to get past it. And that is where this first step comes in, this critical step of making a choice. Once you've made that choice, that voice gets a little quieter. You have to give yourself this gift, even if you don't feel it yet, or it seems silly. You must believe that you're a creative person before anybody else will. After that, you'll get to work, and I'm not gonna lie, the road ahead can be hard. But every step is worth taking. I have been very blessed in my lifetime to have very supportive people who help me along the way. And if I can give any of that back to you, I'm happy to do so. That's karma, baby. Firm believer. The life of a creative is challenging, but it is so gratifying. And I can't imagine living any other way. I mean, like literally. I have not had a normal, typical job for decades now. What am I going to do? Like, pitch for the Dodgers? So let me know what kind of stuff you would like to hear about in the comments section below. I'm open to ideas. I've got a ton of stuff that I want to talk to you about, whether it's the specific craft of writing, talking about technique, insight into the mind of this particular weirdo, letting you know what's on that shelf back there and why, because there's a lot of stories hidden in that shelf. Fire away. Let me know what you want to hear. I'm game if you are. So here we are at the beginning of your creative story. And how are we going to start? I think sometimes the old ways work the best. Once upon a time,